Hello and welcome back to the Minecraft Hardcore Survival world. So if you missed the last episode, we made some pretty good work on the foundations of the mega base, to the point where we have now got all 4 of the rings put in on the big outer circle. At the end of the episode as well, I did say that I was going to off camera try and mine out as many of the trees. I've done a bit of it, as you can see. You can see a whole lot more now, but there are still so many more trees to go, to the point where we've now started like our own wood farm in a way. So if you take a look over here, we have got a whole load of oak logs and also birch logs, but I don't really use birch for anything. Who knows, now that we've got a whole lot of birch, maybe we need to try and build something using it. But I've got a few plans for today's episode, and the main one being I want to start building an automatic like wheat and carrot farm, maybe also potatoes as well. Don't think I need beetroot for anything, but definitely potatoes. But I'm struggling with knowing where to actually put the farm. I think I want to do it over there somewhere, but I need to know how high up the ground is there, because obviously we have this pattern, this kind of like stepping stone pattern in a way, going up to the base. So we need to know where the actual ground level is going to be. So I think I want to make that the task for the first thing we do today, is to not necessarily carry on building up the mega base, but really pretty much finish the outer pattern, the grass steps up to it. So I'm gonna probably not go all the way around, because I'm thinking of building the automatic farms over here, so it doesn't necessarily matter about over there, but definitely the first sort of half of it I'm going to try and finish up. We have also been making our way slowly but surely to getting enough emeralds for a mending book. We're currently on 11. I've been like AFKing over by the sugar cane and then just harvesting that and running over and trading it with the villagers. I think we need something like 27 emeralds, was it, for the mending book? So we're not too far off. Hopefully we can get that today. But I'm going to make a start on, I think, just mining out a load of this grass so it comes quite far away, because it will be easy then to see where I am with the steps leading up and what more we've got to do. I wonder to do this if I should just go and enchant an iron shovel, because I mean it's not going to be a crazy enchant on it, but it's going to speed the process up a whole lot. I wonder if I could actually do 2 and then combine them. That might be better. Okay, so we've made ourselves an anvil. On the first shovel that we enchanted, we got efficiency 2, and then on the other one we just got unbreaking. So if we combine them, not too bad. I could actually, do I bother doing more? Maybe for unbreaking. I almost feel like I should leave that tree there. That's usually the tree I always go and stand in when I want to look at the base. I think we should try and leave that there for as long as we can. I mean, it would just be floating. We'll see how weird it looks. So this is where I've got to so far. It's definitely taking a little longer than I thought it would, but that's fine, no problem. I've got it to go down to like the 4th layer, so the 4th tier down. We're not going to go any further down than that, so this will be the final level here. And I've started to wrap it round all the way over there as well. Okay, so I have spent the last, I'd say, solid 30 minutes just having an absolute nightmare with the villagers. So I came to double check what our original trade was in terms of how much emeralds we would need for the mending book, when I realized this guy here, who was our original villager with mending, decided he wanted to change his trades. So then it took ages for me to get mending on him again, and then when I did, it was an even better trade than before. It was 18 emeralds for one, or with 1 book, which I think was even less than what we had before. And then I ran to go get the emeralds and a book, and by the time I come back, he decided he wanted to change it again. So now I have finally got mending on him again. I've locked it in, so I've actually traded paper for an emerald, so he's got a bit of experience there, which I believe completely locks in the trades, so he shouldn't reset or like recycle the trades. But how I had the mental just strength not to kill this guy is beyond me. You might be wondering what I'm doing back in the Nether, and I've come up with quite a good plan. It's no secret that if you watched the last episode not too long ago, I had a nightmare trying to find the Nether Fortress, and then also trying to find my way back. It was like the hardest thing, and I can't even believe I managed to do it. So I'm going to try and make basically just a tunnel from our Nether portal here to the Nether Fortress. I've taken down the coordinates of both, and it's actually not too difficult to do. It's basically just up a few blocks and then straight that way. So I think I'm going to try and make a start on that now. I tell you what, it's a good thing that netherrack is really easy and really quick to mine, because we are actually going to be doing this tunnel, like, in no time. We're almost there already. So we've got halfway with the tunnel to the Nether Fortress. We've gone all the way in this direction. All we need to do at that end is then just go 90 degrees that way until we come through right at the fortress. But unfortunately, my pickaxe has broken yet again. So I think it's time that I just go AFK at the sugarcane and try and get ourselves a mending book, because that's just going to make everything so much easier. So I think that's what I'm going to do now. Is just go AFK, harvest the sugarcane, then go trade it in, and hopefully we shouldn't be too far away from a mending book. I've been AFK over at the sugarcane for a fairly long time now, and just like harvesting it and turning it into paper. So we have got a ton of paper at the starter base ready to go and trade with our villagers in a little minute. But before we do that, I think I have decided upon my location for the automatic farms. The big mega base is just over there and the village is here, so I thought it was like a nice central point between the two. I didn't want to have it too close to either one of the mega base or the village, but I think here is quite a nice little area. And if we take a look in this chest down here as well, I've got most of the resources I need. The only thing I don't really have is I don't have the powered rails that I would need for the underside or any like hoppers for the collection system. So what I think I'm going to do now is just actually like build the farm, not necessarily worry about any of the redstone underneath it, just actually get the layout of the farm put in itself. And I think it's best that we do that in the form of a time lapse. So let's get going. And that is it. The first wheat farm is completely done. Obviously there's a second one behind it. If we take a little look around here, there's a second one here that will be exactly the same as this that I haven't done yet, but I just wanted to get this first one put in so I know what it looks like and that can start filling up. So I've got to give two people props for helping me or inspiring me come up with the design for this farm. The first one being WadZee. So I'm sure many of you know who WadZee is. He was actually one of the main inspirations for me with starting this hardcore Minecraft world, and he was one of the people that I sort of sampled a whole lot of videos from. The other day he uploaded his episode and it was about making automatic farms, and I thought to myself that that was a good step for me to take, seeing as I'm always struggling with food. I mean, if we look, I've only got what, 14 steaks on me and 17 wheat, so I really don't have much food. Now, if you don't know what this farm is, I'll quickly explain it to you. Basically, it's just a completely automatic farm where the villager will harvest the crops when they grow, and then the crops will drop down into here where they'll be collected by the hopper, and then they'll be taken into this offload system here. So there's nothing in the hopper at the minute, so it just keeps going back and forth, but when there becomes something in the hopper or when something drops down, it stops on this hopper here, and then it will unload everything into the chest. Now, when I was planning this farm and making it, the main thing I was struggling with was actually trying to fill the villager's inventory. I couldn't quite figure out how to get it to work. I was trying a load of different things in the creative world. I was trying with seeds, I was trying with wheat, and for some reason they just weren't dropping the crops. And this is where the second shout out comes in, which goes to Dusty Dude. He uploaded a video on his channel basically doing a tutorial of a wheat farm that was pretty similar to this. The design of it was a little bit different, and I think he used a different collection system. But in his video, he says that if you put trapdoors like this, it actually blocks and stops the villager going into the compost bin. They can still harvest all the crops right next to it, but they can't interact with the compost bin. So then that means that when they harvest the wheat that grows, the seeds, because they can't deposit it into bone meal, just eventually automatically fill up the inventory. And when I went to test this in a creative world, it completely worked. So that was what I decided to go for. It's probably not the quickest because you do have to wait for their inventory to fill up, which probably takes about a few hours. But for me, I'm not too bothered about how efficient something is. As long as it works, I can get on with that. And I know this works. So that is all done, and that should slowly start to become automatic, and we'll keep an eye on that over the rest of this episode and into next episode. But if we take a look at our inventory, I have been doing a bit of trading, just a bit of AFKing at the sugarcane, and now if we head over to our mending villager, we can get ourselves a mending book. I've just double checked to see what day we're on, and we've just clocked over onto day 101. I'm kind of annoyed I didn't see the 100. That's quite an achievement, surviving 101 days in a hardcore world. I think this is definitely the longest hardcore world I've had. Oh, I've come all this way to trade up to get the mending book, and I realised I don't actually have a book on me. That is very annoying. I know I have books back at the base. I'm going to run back and grab them now. Right, so I have got the book. Let's trade up the last 2 emeralds. There we go. And now we have got ourselves a mending book. We already have a diamond pickaxe back at the base. I don't want to craft up another one because I'm stingy with my diamonds. So let's go put this mending book on the pickaxe back there. Okay, so here we go. We've got the diamond pickaxe. We've got the mending book. And boom, we officially have a diamond tool with mending on it. And I've got a pretty good idea of how to actually restore the health of this pickaxe. So we haven't actually finished the tunnel all the way to the Nether Fortress. So I think I'm going to carry on doing that. And along the way, any quartz I see, I can mine with this iron pickaxe that we've got now, like this lot down here. And the experience that we get from the quartz will refill the health of the diamond pickaxe. So I've not made it halfway yet to the Nether Fortress. We've come to the bit where we go at a right angle. And look at how much health we've already regenerated on the diamond pickaxe. I think this should get it all the way back up to like full health. We'll see. Okay, I've just had a look at the coordinates for the Nether Fortress, and I've realised I've made a little bit of a mistake. I didn't think it was that far. I've just had a look. It's like 900 blocks this way, so I think I'm going to be mining for a little bit longer. Our iron pickaxe has broke, but I mean, if we look at how much health we've got on the diamond pickaxe, it was a pretty good idea. I think I've changed my mind. This tunnel was a completely dumb and stupid idea. I'm still mining, and I'm no way near. We're like 500 blocks away still. Okay, I can finally see the Nether Fortress, and just over there is the little bridge that we made before, so we are not far at all from breaking through. And we've broken through. Sweet. Finally. God, that took an absolute age, but it's done now. And all that health we got back on the pickaxe is pretty much gone. But now that we've broken through and we've got a connection from the fortress back to another portal, I think that is going to be where we call it for today. So I hope you have enjoyed. We made a load of progress today, getting both the mending book and an automated farm going. And in the next episode, I do want to start making even more progress towards getting like ender eyes. And, oh no, oh no. Oh, let's just pretend that didn't happen. Okay, let's back up a little bit. So in the next episode, like I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by a ghast. I do want to start making progress towards getting things like ender eyes and stuff. And then maybe start thinking about looking to fight the dragon in a few episodes. Obviously, we will need to like enchant armor and everything. But that will all be in the next episode. So if you did enjoy, please make sure you leave a like, subscribe, turn on that notification bell so you don't miss a single time that I upload. And I will catch you in the next episode. Until then, goodbye. Did I just mine a block?